And we're live.
Yeah. I would do it lowest. I mean, I do it for 5,000.
Would
Definitely.
you now?
Yeah.
You know, at some point.
At some point, we can make it happen and call you on it.
Yeah. See, you got to be careful about
Yeah.
saying these kinds of
I would do it
things.
for 500. All right. Enough said.
I gotta go a little higher because otherwise
we'll be a Patreon level.
Woody and I'll get the fans organized. And next thing you know, you're gonna be.
All of a sudden, there's like
happen.
a jar in your PO box, like a
yeah. Pete, we used to have a guy on the show named Jordy, and somehow it came up once about doing a porno, right? Like we had the same exact conversations. Like, well, how much would you have to get paid to do a porno? And like, you know, for the same reasons that I mentioned a minute ago, like, wow, you really don't want a video of you existing forever on the internet drinking piss. For the same thing, Woody and I are both like, I don't know what money we said, but like, I don't know. No. How much you said you do it for, and I said I do it for. And Woody's a married man, so of course it had to be with his wife, and that adds a whole nother layer to this thing.
Yeah, you got kids that could see it. Like,
and be thinking, Woody, because I'm going to ask you this question in a second. How much would it take to make a porno with Jackie? So you ruminate on that. Anyway, we get to this Jordy guy, and he's like, 5,000 would probably do it, and we're like, you sure about that?
Doable.
and so the gears start turning. A guy contacts us, and he's like, hey, I work in the porn industry. I can make this shit happen, right? Like we can leverage this guy's popularity. We can make things happen. Like we're good to go. We'll get a hot ass chick. She'll fuck this dude on camera. We'll make a porno. You know, we'll leverage his YouTube popularity, and you guys would be willing to promote it. And we're like, fuck yes, we would. It would be an event. And then the Jordy guy's like, well, I didn't mean it. You know, I was just talking shit. I don't want to do a porno. And we were all just super let down because we were just so hyped about this because he's a big guy. Like he's morbidly obese. He's very large. So it would be kind of like it would be a ridiculous video. Like it wouldn't be like a sexy porno. It'd be like
I'd watch it.
This. We'd all watch it. See, that's the thing, right? We would all watch it, and tens of thousands of people would pay $1 or $2 or whatever you had to do to like buy a membership and watch it. It would have made a ton of money, and it still would today. But he backed out of it. So it's you gotta be aware around here if you start saying I do this or I do that, and your dollar amount is $5,000.
I was saying in private.
Let's just start everything at 50K so that we can all share, you know, the prize pool and everything, and all be happy at the end of the day.
If I'm the one drinking piss, I'm not giving you three anything.
Listen, I came up with the idea.
I find it.
I get 5%.
All right, so I've got.
Are you checking with the missus over there?
I wrote to her, hypothetically, how much money would you need to be paid to make a porno with me that would go on the internet? It's marked red, and she started to type back, and now there's nothing. She's ruminating it on her own. Without thinking it through or committing to the number, I think for $500,000, we'd put a porno on the internet.
That is shockingly low, my
friend. Is
friend.
it? I don't know. $500,000 is a lot of money. It would be nice to just put it with the rest.
I know it is, but you know, you're already quite comfortable. You know, you don't need $500,000. I thought you were going to say $5 million.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I thought you were going to say
I'm getting in shape. What's the purpose if I don't have a porno on the internet?
All righty then.
Down 22 pounds, added some muscle.
Cheers.
I would rather do like the piss thing I was saying, like a private video, because you're right, like having it be public. I think I'd rather have a public video of me doing porn than a public video of me drinking piss.
What?
Because at least everybody likes to fuck.
No.
Right? And that's a normal thing to want to do.
Yeah, I don't think anyone looks down their nose at Taylor and says, look at that sex haver. You know, like I would never.
No way. No. I totally disagree with your logic there, man. Matt, okay, what would you rather see? Would you want your parents to ever see you drinking piss or fucking?
Fucking,
because they wouldn't watch. Like my parents wouldn't watch.
They
would watch and be disappointed if they saw me drinking pee for $5,000.
They would be ashamed if someone.
Listen,
this is my son.
I posted on YouTube a week ago me drinking piss. Now you're making me feel very self-conscious.
Only millions of people.
I didn't mean for it to go in that direction, but you drank the piss. All right, you drank the piss. You know, to each his own. You know.
Okay.
I don't think less of you for drinking Steve-O's piss.
I want to. So I asked my wife. There's a little bit of a visual here. Sure, nothing personal. I said, hypothetically, how much money would you need to make a porno with me that would go on the internet? I would never. And then she wrote yuck, but she uses these like emoji things. So then I said, come on, for $1 million, it'd be pretty nice. And she said, oh, hell no. And then,
right back and say, I need a co-star. I was really hoping it was going to be you.
I said, give me a number. She said, no. I said, 5 million ? She said, money isn't everything. No.
Well, you should be like, well, I know money isn't everything, Jackie, which is why I wanted to talk to you about some things in our finances after the show. She'd be like, all right, $1 million sounds fine. I'm still not convinced by anyone
with this Madoff character, and I'm going to be honest, things aren't going well.
She's still talking about it. You guys are sick. You guys are going straight to hell.
We're sick.
There's another. And then another
message. We're mad.
Go to hell is in there.
I think you should write. I was really well. Look, this is happening with or without you. I was really hoping that you were going to be my co-star, but there are other options. ...
Yeah, I'm not taking marriage advice from you. This is a terrible idea, and I won't write it,
bro. It's just a prank.
This is a social experiment.
This would hurt her feelings.
Okay.
Yeah. So Kyle, how much for you to do a public porn?
Public porn. Oh man,
it would have to be a ton.
I feel like $500,000 is probably my number 2. Maybe $1 million. I don't know. At least $500,000. I wouldn't do it for $250,000. I know I wouldn't. I just wouldn't. Although if
its point of limiting future prospects is really making more sense.
You know, one of the things about money is like, the number is not that attractive, right? Like $250,000. Like you can't picture it. But if you saw $250,000 in a medium-sized pile, like in like 50s, and you like touched it, and they were like brand new 50s, you know, from the mint, you could like flick through them. They're in $10,000 stacks, you know, fucking that thick, and you're just like, you smell that filthy money, and you're just like,
It'd be unimpressive, right?
And $250,000 in 50s would be pretty nice.
What is a bundle of 50s? Is it 100 50s or 50 50s?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what 50s come in a bundle, but I always got like $10,000 worth of hundreds, I want to say. I don't know.
I tried to look up a picture of what $250,000 looks like in 50s, but it's just a bunch of Shutterstock photos of like smiling people with money. It's not helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah, $250K wouldn't be enough.
So there are. Oh, it's actually, I'm not giving enough credit. So one of those stacks is 100 bills, so it's $5,000.
Yeah.
And 250 divided by 5 is 50. So it'd be 50 of those bundles.
Yeah, it'd be pretty legit. Like it'd be like a big block of fucking money, and you know you could stack it up and everything. It would be much more enticing to see $250,000 in 50s laid out on a table in front of you, like some sort of game show malarkey. You know, like in the poker shows when, you know, they bring the millions and they pile them up on the table to like really put the pressure on. Up until then, they've been playing with fucking plastic or clay chips. And now there's $8 million on the table. Like, God, I can't imagine that kind of pressure. But yeah, I think $500,000 is just a big fucking stack of money. And you could probably parlay that into like some kind of a Pornhub sponsorship or something like that, you know? Maybe if the thing even does.
Yeah. What if it does well and they're like, hey, we want you to stick around and fuck some other people? And you're like, still $500,000 per.
I'm a porn star now, Jerry.
No. Yeah. I'm a porn star now, Jerry. Yeah, you just $500,000, it would be almost impossible to turn down.
Yeah, and it depends on
$1 million, forget it, I'm doing it.
And you know, the type of porno, who your co-star or co-stars are, and you know, who's made. All right, like I'd say this. If you were doing one for like Tush, I don't know if anyone knows Tushy.com, very high quality, very nice girls.
We're all familiar with their work.
But you wouldn't want to work with dog fart, right? Like I just don't want to be one of the dog fart porn stars, because then because then people are gonna, then you're just a dog fart.
I don't want to add that on my LinkedIn page.
Yeah, exactly. It's rough enough already. Let's just leave that behind. But if it's one of the higher end, and like what if it was a porn star that was like famous that you knew? Like what if it was I don't know, Piper Perry, or if it was that redheaded chick that's super fucking hot. Like I think you'd have to bite.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Like you just wouldn't mention it to your grandparents or parents or siblings, but then it would get out and they would all watch it. But who cares? You have $1 million.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so. Definitely for $1 million, 100% for $1 million. Like it's just a no brainer. It's just a shitload of money, right? And to get it all in one go. And like I said,
Melissa, how much would it take for us to do a porno and put it out publicly? How much money?
$1 billion.
$1 billion? Come on, be
$1 billion.
And I'd have to wear a paper bag on my face.
$1 billion with a paper bag over your face?
She thinks pretty highly of herself.
You're not taking this seriously.
Yes. How dare she treat this like some sort of joke?
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, $1 billion.
Can
I'll
she
do any
hear
kind of
us?
porn you want me to do. I'll do a porn while drinking pee for $1 billion.
Yeah, for $1 billion, I might kill somebody.
I mean,
I'd have to think it through and plan it out right and get away with it, I'd hope. Otherwise, it won't have much fun. But I mean, ideally, I'd get to choose. But yeah.
I mean, you'd probably be able to get away with it if you got the $1 billion, right? I would probably be like, hey, I need half up front because you don't know what kind of shit's going to go down and you need to make sure that you have like all the tools to get the fuck away, right?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Half up front, I'm going to flee to South America before anything.
That's true. Yeah, I'm not going to kill
Woody would become the Night Hawk.
Would be the king of Venezuela.
This is going to involve a paramotor.
Yeah. Woody becomes the Night Hawk, the most notorious hitman in South America. All they heard was a loud rumbling plane engine land on the roof of the building, which confused everyone. And then Marco was gone into the night, hammered to death.
When you hear the fan of death, you go inside.
And then I blow my launch twice, can't get away.
He soars through the sky very slowly. Very slowly. He lets you know he's coming because even if you know, you're not going to stop.
Okay, hold on. I got another situation. What happens if we both had masks on our faces?
Yeah, that's even better.
Okay, how much would it take if we both had masks on our faces?
I'd probably drop it down to like 500 million.
What?
No one knows it's me.
500 million.
I'd be like willing to do it.
Who the fuck would pay 500 million?
No one. So you got to be reasonable here.
Okay, fine. $1, Bob.
Sold.
See, I think you're underselling yourself now.
Yes.
I would do it like if I had a paper bag over my head, like 200 grand's no problem.
Oh, for
There's
sure.
a paper bag. Who cares?
Wait,
for
for
free.
sure. We just went from 200,000 for
I have.
200,000. Sure.
Cut your face out. You just do it. That's for fun. I mean,
Yeah.
With the way the internet is, like, even if we had the masks, people would know.
nah, they won't.
I have no distinguishing tattoos anywhere.
I do.
So you made them. You
I'm fucked.
There's
exercised
software
that
for that.
possibility.
I'm out. My price tag just went up.
Does it say Furious Pete like on your back or something?
No, I got a Polish eagle, and it's like
The way the
pretty
internet
good.
is, they discover it. Like the biggest example for me, I guess they knew his face, but sometimes they're like, check this out. It's the same room. That doorknob matches the doorknob he did in a vlog from 18 months ago. And they would just find it.
So
Yeah.
many detectives.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do it at your house. God damn.
Yeah. You'd have to do it. A hotel room would be anonymous enough.
Yeah. That's the way to go because they all look the same.
Mhm.
I've seen so many hotel pornos. They've all got the same lamps, same cheap ass bedspread, same like quarter bathroom counter that you can see.
What
in the
you didn't
bathtub.
know is it's actually the same room every
Same
time.
room,
Yeah.
filthy.
Yeah.
Black light turns on and everything just glows. You can't even differentiate.
The lady
It's
gets
not a-
pregnant just from laying in the bed.
Ah, God.